Good evening, everybody, and welcome along once again to One Hub Racing. It is round number 14, and we're here for the Italian Grand Prix at the wonderful Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. So, no Julian once again. He's still a mile ahead in the championship, but either way, 14 drivers, not the best turnout. And joining me, as always, in the commentary box for One Hub is Alex, but also, he's decided he wants to come in. We're also joined by Sean as well, so welcome, boys.
Hello. Okay,
Yeah.
Blizzard just cut the corner.
I would do that as well.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to have you here, Sean. I know the commentator of my races and the podiums here, so I hear your voice quite regularly.
What is Blizzard doing?
I mean,
He's going for a Sunday drive.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, that's
He's
my opinion about it.
He's taking the old Monza, I think. He's taking the old one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right. So we've also got a new Ferrari here. I don't know who the Ferrari's replacing. We haven't been informed of that. So I don't think any of us know who the Ferrari is replacing, whether it is Black Mamba or Noack. But because we don't have the other Ferrari here, we can't tell you. We think it's Black Mamba according to Sean. Thank you, Sean. This is why we have you here this week.
I think. You know, I'm not gonna.
This is why we have you here, Sean. It's good to have you here, man. But anyway, Belgium was a strange race. We lost all the big hitters, didn't we, Jack? In the first few moments, it was literally crazy.
Yeah, we had an 18-driver grid, and we finished with 9? Yeah, we finished with 9 at the end, and I think we lost half the field in 15 laps. I think was the number. Yeah, we lost everybody who was kind of in with a decent shot of victory and probably could have put up a better fight in the first 2 laps. In the first corner, up Eau Rouge and Radion, and yeah, it was still pretty interesting because it was really strange. But Monza tends to provide some really fun races because it's a real short track, mostly straight. So hopefully we'll see some nice close qualifying as well.
Also provides some of the most difficult corners, in my opinion. The Lesmos are not the easiest things here on the F1 game, especially from my end. I struggle with them sometimes. But Blizzard is on his lap right now. Oh, Blizzard's out!
Oh, he's out!
Spun it!
Whoa!
Oh,
he spun it!
Oh, now I see the yellow flags. Oh my! Wow! That.
What a glorious goal!
He was going to the chicane there, and
Now I see he's back on the. Wow!
Yeah, he's gone off the Scari. He's lost it on the curb and gone straight into the barrier.
It is a tough corner though.
Yeah,
it's so easy to lose the car there, you know. So I think he wanted like that little extra bit, you know, and he couldn't. I think control the car in time and just spun around. I mean, I think that's a shame, to be honest, you know. It's so early on, you know.
Well, now we've got a serious battle for pole with Blizzard gone.
Sean, but honestly, man, we've been here all season. Do not count Blizzard out. He could come from the back as Odems.
Yes.
It's the fastest with an 18.9.
My boy has done it.
Still got that wager with Odems. He needs to win a race, and then he will get his track guides read out. It's a joke I made with him a while ago. He still hasn't won the race yet.
Yeah.
Everlay goes second, 3/10 back. Ollie, also another 3/10 back from them. Rafa, what a shout from him into second space. Good job from the McLaren Renault.
Wayne coming across the line as well. He just come through Parabolica. Wayne goes 4th. What about France? He's coming through Ascari now. Josh coming up to the Parabolica. Let's see what the other.
France is stopping.
Let's see what France is doing. We got yellows all over the place. The drivers just cut the chicanes everywhere to get them around the track faster. Josh goes second. Great lap. That's a fantastic lap.
That's a good lap for Josh. It's a good lap from Josh. He needs to get these positions. Because I don't know about you, Jack. I don't think we've seen it in recent races. But Jack, especially in the early half of the season, was just getting, I don't want to say just unlucky, but in the pit stops, he seemed to just fall back. So hopefully with a higher grid position, maybe he can lead from the front and try and keep his race in check.
Yeah, he's just not been on it in the pit stops really. He's been really good in the first half of the race, and then second half just doesn't come together for him. But now with Blizzard out of the way, maybe he can get his first front row of the season. It'd be nice for Josh to get up there. I think we've got just one driver. Interesting enough, James Slater He had a good run in Belgium last time out, but he's actually doing his laps on the mediums for whatever reason. Because I think there's actually...
Oh.
I mean, he's got a shout of actually starting within the top 10 on the mediums because there's just so little people here today.
And you can just mediums to super soft it.
Yeah.
It would be an interesting strategy if James Slater was to start on the medium compounds and then go on to super softs later on. I wouldn't do it because on the start you're going to be like a bus, but he goes 11th fastest, well off the pace. I think he's have to reconsider. I think he's have to reconsider what tyre he's on. But so far, right, Sean, you're here. What do you think of these times, mate?
I think it's expected, you know, starting off with a low 18s, and I think drivers are going to be maybe towards the mid 18s. I think I'm going to expect that, mostly pure from Oldham's, Josh, and I think also from MLA. I think, you know, always a very consistent driver and fast. So I think he will also be mixing up for maybe for pole position. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be between Marquez, Oldham's, and maybe Francis, maybe one of the two. Now,
Honestly,
Blessed is you know, out of the qualifying, it's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be interesting. Obviously, a big thing as well here is that first corner. I don't know the name of it, sorry, but it is hell on the first lap. So Blitz's gonna have to be extra careful because he doesn't want to go into that chicane because he could just lose his front wing in the first corner immediately. And although this circuit's small, you don't really go around the parabolica with no front wing, as I found out in my race, as I just couldn't turn the corner. It's ridiculous. So, you know, Bliss has got to be extra careful. But as you know, this grid's looking very, very close, especially the top 6 within 3/10 of one another.
Yeah, just looking on with one of the new driver for today, Samu in the Ferrari. He's carrying the hopes of the Italian fans on his back, right here as he comes through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Which I think that they're on about changing the two Lesmos for 2019 in the real F1. I think they're going to make them even more flat out than they already are, which might be interesting. Second DRS under the old track, under the bridge. You'll see the banking, which was here up until the early 70s, into Ascari, which is named after Alberto Ascari. He died at that corner. That's why they named it after him. He died in an Alfa Romeo during a test session in the 50s, I think, if my history serves me right. And then into the Parabolica. The only original part of the circuit that remains, as far as I'm aware, is the Parabolica. And then now coming to the end of his lap, where does Samu go for the Ferrari? Coming across the line, and he goes 10th. So he's a bit off the pace there, but he's still inside that top 10, only just.
And he's also, this is his first race, remember. The Prestige tier at One Hub is probably one of the most difficult leagues you can ever race in. One of the most difficult tiers you're ever going to race in. So it's the best of the best here on PlayStation. And to be fair, getting 10th in this one, beating Scofield and James Slater. Blizzard hasn't settled out neither Malloy, but Malloy's currently on his out lap.
Oh, Oldham's no!
Oh,
he lost
out.
it from Ascari though.
Oh.
He lost it from Ascari. He lost it. He went over the curb and his rear just wobbled all over the place. He was even on a hot lap as well. And he wasn't even fast, I think, so...
Now who's going to get pulled? Josh is in with a real shot here.
He is in a real shot.
The second victim of Ascari in qualifying. Did we expect this, lads? Because I certainly didn't. I didn't think that Ascari would be so lethal. Yellow's in Sector 3 again. Hopefully it's not Ascari again. It's not. But yeah, guys, did you expect this? Because I certainly didn't.
No.
I expected it.
I didn't. I mean, I expected 1 or 2 to go, but I didn't expect to do it at Ascari. And then Retrix almost does it, the exact same thing. But Josh, it's the battle for pole is now. Well, Oldham is still on provisional pole because he set the lap early on, but he's only got 700ths of a second in hand over Josh. Retrix is in with a shout. We know how quick Ollie is as well, so it's anybody's game. Anybody's game.
As most drivers go into the pits. Malloy's just starting his lap now, so I think he might be the only person that's actually on a hot lap because everyone's going to be coming back into
Josh is about to come across the line. He's just finished his lap and he goes pole.
18.7.
There you go. Josh on provisional
That's
pole.
That's a good lap time.
How far will Odem's fall? The 18.9 is still a really solid time, so I don't think we'll see Odem's drop any further than probably P7. I think.
Third.
What happened to MLA? Oh, third. Obviously, big respect to MLA. Retiring at the end of the season, remember? a legend here at the One Hub Racing, and we're going to miss him very much.
What about Jesse? We've seen some pace from him in the past. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah. Come on, Jesse, get across the line.
Pole.
Oh my!
Wow, that's amazing. 18.6. So we're going deep. We're going deep now.
Malloy's about to come up to Parabolica. He hasn't set a time yet.
He did it very decently though, so I expect a good lap time, I think.
I'm gonna predict right now he's gonna go 4th fastest. Here comes Malloy now. To the line, 10th.
10th. What a great prediction by you, Jack. Great prediction.
Jack, although we've been here many times with Jesse, high up on the grid, falls back during the race. Do you think we'll see a different thing today, or do you think it'll be the same story?
Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be the same thing. Just off previous experience. Now he could prove me wrong. I hope he does. But there's still 6 minutes left, so we still have guys like Retrix and guys to set their laps. Ollie, I think, can go faster, so I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Right now.
Yeah, Ollie got third. Came from the back of the grid to 3rd last time out, so he's one to watch for sure. Because I think he crashed early on, or crashed during qualifying.
The issue is, Ollie in P6 is only 2 tenths behind Odems.
Yeah.
So Odems better be gritting his teeth because he could fall all the way back down to 6th position. So keep your eyes out. Also, we know Wayne can be mega quick. Francis can be as well. Elku. There's so many drivers that can overtake Odems here. He's got to be very, very worried. He's got to be very.
Oh, Ollie sideways to Ascari.
I think that's an event lap time. He went so deep in there. I mean, the lap looks fantastic, but I think he's going on lean. I think he knows he's invalidated, I think. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. It was pretty dodgy, so he's come straight back into the pit lane.
So Matu, yeah, he's now the only one on the lap right now.
Yeah, and Rafa, I think, is also on a lap. He's just begun.
His Rafa.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah, also on the lap.
And he's definitely within a shout of pole. We've seen the pace from him before.
I think especially we can see him at least got the good a bit more, considering he doesn't even have to improve by. I don't think he doesn't have to. No, he has to improve by just over a tenth to get into P3. Yeah, and overtake Odems. So Odems, as I said, I keep watching. I'm very interested to see what happens though with this qualifying, because it's also tight. Even though we only got 14 drivers, it's still entertaining to watch. I don't know whether Rafa just went a bit too deep there. After Ascari, he might have been invalidated.
He's still going on, so I think the lap looks good then.
Yeah, right. Let's see what a Rafa can do, because it looks clean, it looks nice and precise.
Looks good, yeah.
Let's see what he can do.
It's gonna be an 18th, I think.
Whoa.
This is an 18th. 18. No, he's invalidated.
Yeah, he's
That
invalidated.
would have been up into 3rd. If he didn't invalidate it, then that would have been up to 3rd.
So still
That's a
Jesse.
shame.
Still Jesse sitting on top right now, with a fantastic
Going to be on the
18.6.
outlap.
Obviously, we saw Ollie take the podium, take 2nd place from Odems, after Odems generously gave it up last week. This should be an interesting one now, because do you think Odems this race now has to try and get her to top positions, or do you think if that situation comes again, he'll just give it to Ollie?
I don't think we're going to see a repeat of last time. Honestly, I think that was just Oldham seeing how good Ollie's drive was and just giving him the 2nd place because he knew he had penalties. I just don't think it's going to happen again today.
Do you think that was Odems behind the wheel? Because I don't think we'd ever think we'd see so much generosity from Odems.
No, I think he needs his head checked.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's all those TikToks just going to his head. But anyway, most of the drivers are coming out now. Jesse, I believe, just started his lap.
Yeah,
I think. Who else we have? Wayne, and then we have Elku. We haven't seen much of him, and we've seen what he was like at Monaco. So keep an eye on him too, the Finn. See what he can do.
Lads, Rafa's got to be quick. Rafa's got to be very quick in the pits. He's got to be in and out thing if he wants to go for another lap. I don't know if he's timed it right.
He will make it, don't worry.
Yeah, he'll have time. He'll have time.
Just by my word.
Sometimes I forget how short the circuit is compared to other circuits.
It's not Belgium anymore.
No, it's not. Sorry, I haven't left yet. I'm still in Spa. But Wayne coming around the parabolica. I think this is him completing his lap. He can go for another run if he wants to. He put into the pits. He is.
Now,
Again,
fielder goes
He
8.
can just make it. Jesse's coming around the parabolica though. I saw his lap and it looks very impressive to me.
Yeah,
So.
it's clean, precise, and no mistakes whatsoever. Here he comes then. Jesse, can you go faster?
Oh wait, no! Go back to the pits. I mean,
that's going to be
how
tight.
to do that in such a short time? Actually, I wouldn't.
I'm thoroughly interested now about what's going to happen. So everyone's kind of redone their pits. I think Jesse might have. I think Jesse's not going to make it.
Yeah,
no, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, because it's a double stop. He didn't, because he got held up by Elku, so he's not going to make it back out. I don't think. So
Ollie's just come out.
He's now going to be vulnerable to an improvement from Josh, who's still on the front row. Odems is still third.
Yeah, Josh, Mark, MLA, and Ollie are like pretty close to each other. So I think this is going to be a right shootout. I think for the quali. So.
Yeah.
This is gonna actually be the sign for Paul. This is gonna be.
I think that Scopefield will be the first to come across the line. Wayne has just exited the pits at probably the perfect time. I think he'll be the one that we'll see come out last. If I had to.
Oh, he has to corner up the corners.
Right. Time has ticked past, so Jesse's not going to get out again. So he's got to wait.
I think he knows it.
Yeah.
So
Josh, beginning his lap.
Here goes. Can he improve by just that slither of a tenth to make himself a provisional pole here at Monza?
For Alfa Romeo Sauber, which will actually be
whoa! Wait, I saw this. That was Elko. Right when Emily saw this lap, he just got the whole first chicane there. He's right in front of him, and
oh, hello there.
Yeah, Emily I just saw that. That was.
Yeah, interesting.
Wow. So, lads, Sorry, Jackie, go ahead, man.
No, it's all right. I was just following MLA around, just trying to see.
Yeah.
Okay, Rafa begins his lap. Wayne is going to be coming to the line now for the end of his lap. He's going to get another shot if he wants it. He comes across the line. He doesn't improve. So now. Who else we're looking for? Josh coming through Ascari, MLA about to come up to the Parabolica, Jesse, Schofielder and Elku will not take any further part, and neither
Francis round, I believe that's at the Lesmos.
Yeah, he's lost it.
Yes.
MLA to the line.
MLA.
No.
He improves, but not enough.
Okay, so
what about Jesse?
Jesse is in the pit lane. Josh couldn't
do it.
Right,
keep an eye on Rafa.
And Ollie.
This could be the golden opportunity, and Ollie, for these drivers. Ollie's back out.
In the first second, though.
Yeah. Retrix has got...
Ollie has backed out. Ollie has backed out. It's going very slowly.
Right, here comes Rafa then.
He has a little bit of slip him, actually, so it might even help him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Can he get out of a few positions? Odems has got very, very lucky. I'm going to have to say that.
I think he got very lucky, yeah.
Coming to the line, Rafa across the line. That's second.
Yeah, second place.
Lovely job. Lovely
well
job.
Done.
What about Wayne?
Knocks Josh off the front row.
Can Wayne improve? Here he comes to the line.
Also great. Oh, he just.
Ollie coming across the line now. Can Ollie improve? No, he had to back out, didn't he? He didn't do it.
Yeah, he backed out, yeah.
So
that's qualifying.
And Jesse's gone pole.
Lads, we obviously last week it was Spa, and we all knew around Spa there's a lot of overtaking opportunities. But around somewhere like Monza, it is imperative that you get poles because of that first corner. Because you don't want to be in the back, you don't want to be in the field in that first corner because it is lethal. So Jesse, I think, has got a get out of jail free card. As long as he can get the right start, he's in a golden opportunity to get probably a cleaner.
Yeah. But also we have to keep an eye out for Odems because we know how quick he was, and of course Blizzard coming from the back of the grid. So this is going to make for, even though there's only 14 drivers, you saw how interesting Hungary was But here's the confirmation of results. Jesse on pole from Rafa from Josh. Then Odem's even crashing out, still managed 4th position. MLA P5, Wayne in P6, Ollie in P7, Malloy in P8, Schofielder in P9, Elke P10, Francis in P11, Samu and James Slater. You can see pretty much a second was separating the entire field, which is about as close as we'd expect.
Yeah, I honestly, that was amazing. Welcome to the Prestige commentary box, Sean. You just witnessed what is a regular here. So, what do you think about strategy then? Is it just going? Oh, it's raining.
Oh no!
I don't know. It could be dry. It could be dry. Normally, this kind of rain, I had it in other leagues as well. It was just dry, dry tires.
However,
it was just right about that border point. So, if this is the case, then every driver is gonna struggle.
I can see.
Sean, it is Inters. It is Inters. I can see in the pit lane. It is Inters.
Okay, I got confirmation for you, so it must be true then. So yeah,
it is Inters, which makes me wonder why James Slater originally went for a run on the medium compound tyres, but I don't really know. Maybe the rain's not going to be here for too long. Maybe that's the thing.
It's pretty light.
I don't know.
It's pretty light, so I don't think it's going to stay around. And it's kind of a bluish sky, so it's probably going to clear up. But I'm just seeing Inters inside in the pit box, so I'm going to assume they're starting on the intermediate tyres.
Well, at least they don't have snow like we've had here in the UK and around the world. They thankfully have rain as we come for our formation lap. All intermediate tyres. This changes a lot of things. For me, I think we're going to see people like Odem's, the more experienced drivers, possibly have a better chance now, considering the weather conditions.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, Rafa! Jesus.
Yeah. See, this is
don't go too deep.
Now you see, the formation lap in the wet is now crucial because now these guys have got to get used to the conditions very quickly. You've got to get an idea of the braking and get the brakes warmed up, tyres warmed up. It's crucial.
Yeah. Hopefully, these guys compromise their setups a little bit in qualifying to help this race be a bit more comfortable. Especially with some of the tight corners around here, the chicanes and all that. It's very easy to lose the back end, so you've got to be very careful. So hopefully they compromise their setups. But do any of you guys want to quickly run down the grid before we get started for racing?
Yep, I can do. So anyway, pole position: Jesse from Rafa, from Josh, from Odems, from MLA, from Wayne, from Ollie, from Malloy, from Schofielder, from LQ. Then outside the top 10, Francis, Samu, James Slater, and Blizzard all the way down the back. And I don't think the wet conditions should help him a little bit.
Blizzard and Francis have got connected each other. But Jack, this is disaster for Blizzard. He's got a 4-race break where Julian isn't here, a maximum of 100 points. He's already scoffed one of them up, and then he's stuck at the back of the grid. It's just not looking good for him, is it? His luck is just running out this season.
Yeah, Julian's off on his holidays, at least, just giving Blizzard a golden opportunity to close up in the championship, but I don't know, it's just not happening for him. I think Julian, he's just sitting back and waiting to just come back for one race and win the title and go home again.
Did you give Julian your ticket to Aruba? Because I know you came back a bit earlier than expected.
I did actually. I gave him a hotel suite. I don't think he's going to be leaving for a little while, so he can stay there. So
Did you never gave me a 5-hotel suite, mate. God's sake, man.
You don't deserve it.
Anyway, our cars are lining up here on the grid, here in Italy. Jack, do you want to take the start of the race?
Oh, why not?
Tense. Here we go.
Oh, why not? Because it's going to be one hell of a first corner.
Nice.
Right,
Jack,
here we go.
We wish you luck.
Round 14 of the One Hub Racing Prestige tier is about to get underway with 5 red lights. Intermediate conditions. Who's going to get the getaway? It's lights out, and away we go. Looks like Rafa's got the getaway that he needed. Odem's trying to look to the inside now as we run down towards turn 1. Who's going to get the jump? Josh on the outside. He's managed to jump the 2 of them to get around and see if he can try to get around the outside of turn 1.
Wait, whoa.
Looking back behind Let's see what's going on behind. I think Blizzard's got himself in the fray here. Everybody has got through cleanly, it looks like. But Josh with a brilliant getaway up to second place. Odem stays in P4, Wayne P5, then MLA P6. But Jesse got the getaway he needed. MLA now side by side, but Wayne, he's trying to do a double overtake on Odem as well. There's contact made.
MLA!
And around goes Ollie.
Oh my god, that's...
Around goes Ollie, and he's in the wall.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
Keeping up the front now. MLA, he made a little bit of contact. It was almost a complete repeat of what happened between Hamilton and Vettel. But Jesse and Josh, brilliant getaway. Alex, what did you make of it?
It was a lot tamer than I thought, to be honest. However, this is a big thing for the race. Blizzard's already up to P10. Ollie going round after such
P9.
a good performance last time. P9 now for Blizzard.
Running outside, there we go.
Josh, we tell you what, I wanted it to come out his shell all season. He's kind of been in the background. He's right behind Jesse. I think right now he's in a very good position to probably take the race lead. Rather, is strangely falling off.
There's a real battle going on here between Blizzard Scopefielder and France. He got involved in a little bit of contact there, and he dropped behind. So there's a hell of a fight going on here. Malloy now trying to make the move on Elku as we run down towards the right of Filio for the second time. He's going to be able to do it around the outside. He outbreaks him, and he's got to be careful. Double overtake on Wayne. Wayne just sees him in the mirrors, leaves the space, and he's not able to quite make the move happen. But still a nice bit of battling going on in the early stages, and now Blizzard get himself in the fray as well. He needs to be making these moves.
Yeah, Blizzard though doing exactly what he needed to do. Give him credit.
The outside, there's contact. Oh, there's contact.
Oh,
there he gets a bite
from that.
Blizzard.
Yeah, 2 places at 1.
Blizzard was just like, "Thank you very much. Hold my beer, guys. I'm coming through."
Hold my beer.
He's got to do this though, Jack. He's got to take these opportunities. This is exactly what we need to see from him. He's already in P7, and he's not that too far off Jesse at this stage. He just needs to keep going through. He's got Wayne and then MLA in front of him, and the sun is breaking through the clouds, guys.
Yep, it is starting.
So I think we have
it's going to start drying up shortly. Yeah, it's going to at some point. It's going to start, but Jesse's still holding on to that lead by 0.7 of a second over Josh. Rafa's just in behind there. Oldem's just in P4 there. Nice little gap back to MLA. He's got a gap back to Wayne. But Wayne's got to start looking in his mirrors very shortly because he's got an Alfa Romeo closing up on him at a rapid rate of knots.
Yes, and something tells me it won't be too long, no offense to Wayne, but Blizzard is a man on a mission right now. Disappointing for Ollie though. He's been a very entertaining driver so far. Hopefully he can get back in the race. But with the rain, with the sun and it getting brighter, I think it was just unfortunate timing. I think he made an extra stop, so he will actually be 32 seconds back. As so far, the race is kind of broken down a little bit. Sean, what do you make of what we've seen so far?
It's so far pretty clean right now, apart from the first corner when I think it was the Williams, on Schofield just going round the outside of almost like 6 people, but managing to avoid all of that.
Made an error. Wayne's made an error. Blizzard's right on him now.
Oh wait, hold on.
He made it.
He looks fast right now.
Through the Lesmos.
Yeah.
Through the Lesmos. Needs to make this correct. Wayne got a bit of a wavy exit. Obviously, there is no DRS even though we're on lap 3 because of the rain.
Though. I think he's going for the move. I think.
No,
I don't think back. So. I think
he's too far
he's
back.
Going to save it.
He goes very close though.
Yeah.
But he gets He compromises exit a little bit, but.
Yeah. He wants to be careful through Ascari, especially in the wet conditions. That's where he crashed in qualifying, and he has to keep an eye on his mirrors because Elku's there, so he can't take his eye off the ball at any point in time. Because I think Malloy. Yeah. No,
tell you what though,
he'll have
Jesse's running away with this.
Oh, Wayne! Oh, he had a very weird moment.
And Blizzard's gonna just fly past by the looks of things. It looks like he's got running much lower wings, and Blizzard just fly past him as if he's not even there.
Watch out for Elku. Elku is right on the back of Wayne now.
Oh, he's weird. Touch a little bit, but yeah, he's keeping up with Blizzard though, so I think they both, early on they have like the pace, I think.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Jesse's not running away with it, but he's standing his ground at the minute. Maybe Jesse thrives in wet weather conditions.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jesse just a second ahead now. from Josh sticking in behind, doing a really nice job, and the rain's still coming down. It's pretty light.
Ooh. I think Onum's just dropping down from Rafa, you know, just closely and closely.
And Rafa is dropping down from the leaders. This is not a good one for Odems. Blizzard, on the other hand, is rapidly catching MLA. I don't understand.
I mean,
the sun is more and more out in the Ascari chicane now, lads. We will be seeing dry weather very, very soon. And the further this one goes, what would you say that we need to go to about lap 10 for people to go on the softs, or do you think it's better than lap 10?
I think around 11, 12-ish. I think that's maybe the normal pitch, maybe for Inters, but if it is driving out like rapidly, I think we can maybe see it maybe earlier the dry tires. But I think for now,
Blizzard.
That is a safe though, there, Blizzard.
Josh is rapidly catching Jesse now.
Yeah.
So we have a fight on our hands.
This is what we predicted, that Jesse would be quick in the early part, but then they'll start to fall away. Blizzard now on the back of MLA, trying to get past. MLA in his final Italian Grand Prix in one hub. He wants to put on a show anyway.
Of course he does, the only Mercedes as well. MLA though, obviously, he's not had a bad last season. He won one of the biggest races in Monaco.
Yes.
And he's also been in some of the biggest fights here. I also remember in that Monaco Grand Prix, Jack, sorry, this is going to be PTSD for you, but that top 4 race, including MLA and Elku, I forgot the other 2 drivers involved, but it was something to buff.
Yeah, it was crazy. But MLA came out with the win in that one. You don't really expect a 4-way fight for victory in a place like Monaco. So this just shows what the prestige here is all about. With Josh keeping pace with Jesse up front.
Yeah, lads, it looks more and more difficult as the rain slowly starts to dry up. MLA not great on the exit. Blizzard is right there now, lads. I think it's going to be the straight.
Surely.
Francis with a penalty.
That's the first one of the race.
Francis on James Slater as well.
LQ on
Watch
Wayne.
out for that.
LQ on Wayne.
Yeah,
into the parabolica. Down the inside is Brave there. Wayne's going to hold him on the outside and he'll have the run down the straight. But LQ, has he got it done? Yes.
Blizzard now on MLA.
Now
there we go. I think he's going to get to the move, I think.
He might
Francis and James Slater as well around the parabolica.
Here comes Blizzard.
Done.
Does Blizzard go for it? No.
No, he doesn't.
He waits a little bit. There goes Rain.
Odems is dropping back, you know.
Yeah, he's falling away very quickly. He's falling away very quickly because MLA and Blizzard have caught him very quickly. He was 2 seconds ahead, but he's now 1.7.
I think Odems is not really on the pace right now in the web. Maybe Dries maybe suits him better.
And guys, keep an eye up front because Josh is piling the pressure on.
Oh, he looks close. Oh my god, that's Richter there.
And
I tell you what, I don't think Josh has won yet this season. He's shown He's shown sparks of greatness, but he's always kind of helped out Blizzard a little bit. But right now though, obviously there's no teammate to protect, as the sun is coming more and more out into the Ascari chicane. So we got to keep looking at that lap by lap. Yes, still raining.
Josh is sawing at the wheel trying to get past. And Blizzard, did he try anything on MLA? No. He's holding it.
He might do it now. He might.
He has a much better exit though. That is
into a parabolica. He might try it. No, he's not. I think he's playing it safe.
Yeah, same with. He's gonna make it for the big straight, I think. I think he plays it safe. So.
First of all,
Odems is struggling.
And you can see the lap times are starting to get faster.
Odems! Oh, he almost hit in the tyre barrier.
Oh, he's in the wall.
That is a close call.
Now watch for Blizzard trying to get past MLA. Let's watch for Blizzard getting past MLA. He's going for 4th place now. Blizzard's going to try and find the inside.
MLA defends very hard.
He defends it and goes to the outside now. Blizzard comes around the outside, but MLA gives him the squeeze. Blizzard's going to force the issue. And
yeah, that was expected.
Yeah, and he comes straight through for 4th place as a result of.
Blizzard's almost on the podium after 7 laps.
And don't forget
That's impressive.
Yeah, don't forget Elku either, because he got past as well, and he's chasing after MLA now. Josh didn't get to make the move past Jesse either, but this fight for the lead is ongoing.
Yeah, guys, the sun is breaking through. I can see parts of blue sky.
It's still raining though.
At some point during this race, we will be seeing some dry tires. As right now, though, we're going to see Josh and Jesse, I think, go at it down the back straight, or even around Parabolica.
Let's see who gets the exit. Josh, I think, got the slightly better exit, but Jesse got a little bit better drive out of the Ascari. So I think he's just going to have to wait for the main straight. He looks to the inside. He's closing very quickly.
He really wants to go for it, no.
But I think he needs to go out of Parabolica. He's surely got to try it down the straight now.
Watch out for Odems and Elku as well.
Oh, sawing at the wheel as he tries to get the traction. But is he close enough? He's going to be up using all of his ERS. Is the close down towards the red field, but I just don't think he's close enough to do it.
I don't know. He may go for the move. No, he just saves it, I think.
Odems is about to overtake Elku. Odems now needs to get a move on in this race. Here he goes down the back straight. Well, I think he might run out of track. I don't know. He's catching up.
He's going for it.
He's going for it.
There he goes. No.
Not quite. Not quite.
Elku he's space though, but. Yeah, all of this drifting sideways, and now I think Range looks very close also to the back of Adams.
Yes.
Yeah, Wayne is sticking
Just to remind you, Ollie is in this race, in a race of his own. A nice little Sunday drive at the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's through. Just from that first instant, he dropped to the back from the pit stops. Francis gets another penalty.
So far though, we've got a nice little meaty battle. Malloy's now about to come to the back of this as well. So
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be very interested. Josh is kind of, I think, conserving on this lap, you know, he's dropped off a little bit.
I think what he's doing is he's used the lap to save up his ERS and he's going to attack down the straight for sure this time. So let's keep an eye.
Blizzard hasn't caught Rafa yet though. Interestingly.
He's actually just dropping. He's dropping time. Now he's above. Now he's dropping time. I think his tires are up, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he pushed too hard.
Here we go then, Josh and Jesse. Is this the time?
He's in overtake mode, he's coming, but again, Jesse just gets the better exit out of the Parabolica, and he's just unable to do anything. So for now, things remain as they are.
I think Jesse's maybe just... He has maybe the better traction at the right time, and I think
MLA's made an error. MLA's off at turn 1.
Oh, that's on the track, yeah.
Guys,
missed the braking.
Is it me or is the rain very much slowing down? It might just be me, but it looks...
No, it's pretty much the same.
No, it's still the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. So
it's very, very light.
So MLA...
It is light, but...
So MLA missed the braking at the turn 1, and now he's got this massive train of cars behind him. Elku, Odems, Wayne, and Malloy now trying to get in on the action. But as he said, Blizzard, he's not catching the front.
To be fair though, Blizzard's done a good job already, but he needs to make sure he's still getting away from MLA and all that though. I know MLA had the issue, but he's still creating a gap. And here we go, Jesse and Josh then. A lot closer than last lap.
Yeah, he needs...
Let's see the exit, actually.
Yeah, he
needs... It's all about the exit.
Because Jesse just constantly gets better traction.
Josh slides way too much, look at this.
Yeah, he's lost it. He's not going to have the...
He's lost it.
Yeah, he's not going to have the chance there now. It's just that Parabolica is affecting him a lot. Now, I think Wayne might fancy a go with Odems.
Yeah. Blizzard goes fastest.
Yeah, he's
Odems is in.
Alright.
Is this dries? Is this a gamble for dries?
No way. Surely not Odems.
It could be. It's 7 laps in.
No,
he's going for those tires.
New
Inters, never mind.
New set of Inters.
If it does dry up in a few laps time though, if it does,
but have we?
If it does, that's a mega gamble.
Have we considered the possibility that the rain won't stop?
I don't know.
Because it might just stay like this.
Even stop. Yeah.
How interesting a race we got then. Right, so Ollie is somehow still 40 seconds behind Odems, even though Odems stopped.
It should update. He's 22 seconds behind.
Back a lot.
Oh no, he's catching ridiculously a lot. Okay, he's still quite far back.
I mean, he had a spin, you know. He had a spin, and I think he had to wait for everyone, and I think he also had a broken front wing or so. So that's why I think he's that long back.
But if we think about this, right? If the rain doesn't stop, he can try and bring those to the end. And he could maybe try and gain a few positions.
I think that's what he's going to have to do now. Again, Josh in the Parabolica. Didn't get such a bad exit, but his back end's just too wavy.
He's fighting the car constantly there.
I think it's just a setup thing.
Yeah, it's characteristic of his style. He does like to throw the car sideways, but it's not really benefiting him.
It's not really the way anymore that's, you know, gives you an advantage like previous games. And now it's just like, he's burning your tires off, and I think that's just...
He almost lost it in Curva Grande. The tires are starting to really go off now. It's Francis now
is also pitting. Francis is also pitting, I think also for Intis.
Yeah, it's new into... No, he's going for dries.
No, softs! Softs!
He's going for soft tires.
That's bolts. No, wait, Intis. No, that's Intis. Wait,
no,
what?
It's definitely
no,
softs.
Wait.
It's definitely softs. It's definitely
wow.
softs.
On my screen it was Intis. Okay, thank you, Codemasters, for confusing me. You're welcome.
I think what he's doing is I think he's lost so much time, so why the hell not go out on dries?
I mean, that's the thing. Look at Ollie, he might even catch the guy.
I think, he's surely going to catch him, because he's going to have no... We'll right on board with Francis momentarily. There's just no grip as he gets on the power.
No, it's still raining though. I mean, there's not really like spray on the car, but it's still raining.
Yeah, so Francis driving around on a wet track on slick tyres. If you've ever tried that, it's pretty difficult.
Yes, I agree.
Just on the braking as well, you can see Ollie's just there now. And
here we go then. Josh is falling back.
And I think Blizzard's turned on the afterburners. Because he's at 3.4 behind now.
He's catching rapidly in those few couple of laps.
Yeah. Now the rain, I think, is just a tad lighter than we've seen at the start, so I think it is stopping.
A tad lighter, and look at me,
Francis is sticking with Ollie on those soft compound tyres.
Yeah.
I think it's now maybe slowly drying up, but...
Yeah, it's definitely lighter.
Much.
It's definitely lighter than it was, and Odem sets the fastest lap. He's on fresh inters, remember?
Oh yeah, then never mind. Let's we ignore that.
And Josh, I think, is just dropping back now. I think the tyres have gone on Josh's car, and DRS is
Wow.
that is a bottle from Odem's. He's just stopped for fresh inters.
Yes.
And but Francis is on dries.
He only suffered for one lap though, so...
Yeah, so he's on softs, he can bring those to the end.
Easily. Yeah, it's still like damp. I think he can't push like that hard right now, but...
So the rain...
He definitely made the right choice.
The rain stopped very quickly, so now we're going to see everybody pile into the pit lane. Here we go
then. Will Blizzard get held up? Is the question. I think
he will held up. I mean, he has to pit, surely. He has to. That's a big slide. No, he's staying out.
Blizzard's staying out. So he doesn't want to get caught up in
the... double stack.
Yeah, he's going to lose.
Double stack.
He's going to lose so much time driving on those inters around.
Josh has gone for the mediums.
So Jesse on his way out now. Josh on his way out, and interestingly enough, Josh has opted for medium tires.
Medium. I don't know. You could definitely make it to the softs, you know, on the end easily.
Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable.
I don't know. I mean, those mediums you don't want to drive on that. It is a very horrible tire. I don't know. That's a weird choice.
Odem says, "Screw you all. I'm staying on the inters."
I think Odem's stick to the guns there, mate. But there's a question now.
He knows he's bottled it, so he's just going to stay out.
Why not?
All power to him. Blizzard is still faster than Jesse a little bit. Yeah, he is.
He actually is faster. He's trying to... Can he come out in front of Jesse?
No.
If that is, then...
He might jump Josh, you know. I think he might come out in front of Josh.
Well, he was, 3 seconds behind Rafa, so if you put that into context, Rafa was like 3 seconds behind Josh, so he's like 7 seconds off the lead. He's improved by like 2 seconds, so I think it's more realistic that he'll overtake Rafa if he overtakes anyone.
We'll see in the pit stops anyway.
I mean, to be fair, even Mark just can't even catch like Oldham's that quickly, even though Oldham's is on Intis, so...
In comes Blizzard.
To be fair to Rafa, he's catching Josh.
Oh, we've got an interesting no pit crew.
Wait,
no!
There's a glitch, I think. Here's the glitch. Wait, or not?
Yeah, interesting one there. But Jesse comes out and Josh comes through, Rafa comes out in front of him. Odems is in.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it just Sean, just don't worry about it. I've seen that. Oh, Jesse's got a penalty.
Wow. Corner cutting.
Yeah, that's a crucial one. But I think he should be able to build a gap. Now, Sean, just ignore. I've seen that glitch before. Just ignore it. It's the invisible.
I was already thinking, like, what the hell is happening?
It's the invisible pit crew / double stack / spin in the pit lane glitch. That's. And Josh has got a penalty now.
Oh, that's.
All right, Rafa, show us what you got.
I mean, he's closer. Right? I think he's now in DRS soon. I think
he is. Yeah, he is. And watch out for Blizzard, of course.
Yeah. Elko gets a time penalty. Yeah, he's in DRS right now.
Guys, what if Rafa wins this? What? The scenes. After. I always go back to when Rafa got snatched away from the podium and Azerbaijan by his teammate on the line.
Look at everyone getting penalties.
It's as soon as the dries come on, then people start cutting corners.
Coincidence?
Everybody was really well behaved when the inters were on, but now as soon as they put the dries on, it's like it's just the track doesn't exist anymore.
I think that's probably due to track temperature, but as you can see, those medium tyres just not working out for Josh now. As here comes Rafa down the back straight. Probably DRS is enabled. Rafa goes fastest. So will Blizzard go faster? No.
Is he going to try it? Josh is definitely going to go defensive. Rafa's going to have a pop at him.
No, he goes for the move.
Oh, he thinks about it.
He leaves the move though.
Yeah, he does leave some room. Wayne goes fastest then as the track starts to dry. Oh, there's contact, a little bit of contact on the way out there. And Wayne, Rafa, there was a tiny bit of contact on the way out of the Redifilio.
It doesn't mean desync. I didn't saw anything. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think, no.
It probably was desync. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 3. And the Ferrari, the Tifosi are in tears, and Rafa's got a penalty. Blizzard is in prime position to win this race.
I think I'm following. It was at Parabolica. The Ferrari was at Parabolica.
Yeah, how can you manage that far? Actually, that's pretty unusual.
Here comes Rafa down towards Ascari on the outside. Can he do it around the outside of Ascari on the brakes?
He can do it. Yes, he can.
What's a move!
That's a brilliant move right there. But I think Josh has the better exit though. I think he might come back.
Yeah, he might.
Ducks into the slipstream.
Yeah.
I would just wait for the DRS.
No, he's going for it in Parabolica. He's going for it down the inside of Parabolica. Now, who's going to get the DRS? It's the interesting one. Rafa's holding.
I think it's going to be Rafa.
It's around the outside of the Parabolica. He's still there. As they run down towards the Redifilio. Josh is ahead.
No one gets DRS.
And Rafa has DRS.
Oh yeah, Def has DRS. Sorry.
And here he comes down towards the Redifilio. Helicopter shots as run down towards turn 1. Onto the brakes, and Rafa straight back past
so
again.
Much later.
That's beautiful. And boys,
that was just confidence.
Boys, look in your mirrors.
Right there.
Look in your mirrors, because Blizzard's there.
And Jack, I think we're going to see a good old-fashioned team order switcheroo.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Boys.
I somehow doubt it.
Well, no, because Josh on the medium tyres, it makes no sense to let his teammate.
Oh, there goes Scottspeeder! Oh, sorry to interrupt that, but he went almost for a Ricciardo-like on 5-1. He didn't make it.
Josh tried to come back down the inside of Rafa, and here comes... and there you go. Never mind, there was a switcheroo.
Oh, nope.
Yeah, that's the switch. No Blizzard. And Rafa. What can Rafa do? Is there much hope for Rafa?
Absolutely nothing. He comes to Ascari, and Blizzard is in...
Ooh, contact!
There's a little bit of
contact there.
But let's take a moment. Blizzard's come from the back of the grid. He's now second, and he's actually he only needs to catch Jesse by 2 seconds to be in the net race. Look in the background. Josh has a go on Rafa, and Josh
drifts.
I think Josh is getting frustrated now.
Well, to be honest, Jack, he did go for the wrong strategy. That you can make those softs run. I think the mediums, they're not going to be really the best tyre to be on at the end of the race, or even they might never even be the fastest tyre. Josh might have to suffer with not scoring a podium here today. It was tied for the win-up point.
Yeah, and Blizzard currently no penalties. Needs to catch 2.5 to be in the net race lead.
You will get them actually.
Blizzard has got 4 warnings apparently. Right then.
Okay.
According to a race director, he's got 4 warnings.
Well, how does that work? He should have a penalty.
I don't.
4 warnings.
Check that for me, Sean.
I have seen 3 warnings and then not having a penalty, but 4. Is he whilst driving and exploring the game? Has he paid lead matters? This I don't know. Never know.
Yeah, he should really have a
is-
penalty then, sure.
Maybe it was different.
Wow.
Maybe he's corner cut sometimes and extended track limits sometimes. That sometimes glitches it. I've had that in the past where I've extended track limits twice, corner cut twice. That just hasn't correlated with the same thing. So that's what's happened. But he's got to be on red alert now. Surely, there's no way. One more warning and it's a penalty without question.
Yeah, but remember what's characteristic of Blizzard? He's very quick in in the early part of the stint, but then falls away. So I don't know if we're going to see that again, but something just tells me that we are. That he's going to gain a load of time, but then he's just going to drop back like a stone. Because he's actually not driving away from Rafa that quickly. Because Rafa's actually as quick as him.
Odems goes fastest. P10 for Odems. He's about to overtake Francis.
Round the outside. He
done
tucks into the slipstream. There's no botwillig contact in that, and Marcus made it stick. Up to P9.
Good old Odems. Here we go then. Rafa is sticking with Blizzard, to be fair.
Oh, I think we're seeing two warnings for Blizzard. I think are collision warnings, and 2 are on the verge of getting a penalty. Then 2 corner cut warnings, I reckon.
If he does, this opens this race up once again.
Now we've seen he's lost races on penalties before, so it's all up. He only needs to catch by another 4/10 to be in the net race lead.
Here we go then. Blizzard needs to probably defend from Rafa, moves a bit too far back. But if Rafa can close up to Blizzard,
Yes, no ERS left.
Yeah, he's got
he doesn't.
no ERS at all left. And
Always handy.
we're about to see it tick into the net race lead. Let's see. Should
right then.
pop in any second now. He's going to be in the race lead. All them setting fastest laps in P9.
Why not?
Yeah.
And here comes Francis on Odems.
Nope.
Francis on Odems. Nope. Nothing doing.
and there
Watch
it
out for
is.
Wayne and Elku.
Yeah. They're having a little battle of their own, and there it is. Blizzard's in the race lead, and Rafa's dropped out of DRS range, and Josh gets a penalty.
Josh with another one.
That might promote MLA up to 4th.
I think MLA also has a penalty though, so I'll check for you now.
Oh, there it is. Blizzard's got a penalty. Blizzard's got a penalty.
Oh my
No!
god. How to bottle 101.
But remember, he's still catching Jesse very quickly. So this race
He's
is
the
wide open.
fastest. Guys, just keep you watching. Wayne and Elku are very, very close. I think it's a matter of time, as Wayne has tons more VRS to deploy. Francis gets another penalty, as he's currently in a battle with Odems. So this should be interesting. Odems got a horrible exit off the Ascari chicane. Francis is going to be right there with him.
He's going to go around the
my
outside.
god. It's gonna end in oh my no, it's gonna end in this.
Dummies
Nope,
to
he
the
didn't.
inside, and Francis pops it down the inside of Odems. And I think Odems
Wait.
going to come right back at him.
Oh my god, they're going so wildly at each other. This is gonna end badly sooner or later.
And Rafa has
Rafa
another
gets
penalty.
Oh my god, they hit each other. That was just.
And another penalty.
And Aldous gets the penalty. I mean, that's karma, I believe, but. My god, that was very close.
Wayne did get past Elku by the looks of things. Yeah, he's done so. I just seen that Rafa picked up another penalty, which now means Josh is still on the podium. Oh, Jesse, for God's sake, man!
So, Jesus Christ! Calm down!
Why couldn't it stay wet? They were behaving in the wet.
Penalty after penalty. We were on for a battle, and now Blizzard's in the lead again.
Calm down, gee.
No, I'm sick of it. This isn't. This happens every single
Whoa!
race.
This is. It's annoying as Blizzard goes fastest once again. Maybe the pressure's getting to Jesse. Good enough on him to stay in the lead though for how long he has. He's gonna be on for a podium as Wayne pops in our fastest lap.
Yep. Because it just brings flashbacks to Hungary. Oldham's won on track, but Julian won. It's happened so many times. It's just beyond it now.
Jack, do you think that was the outlier though? Because Julian is Mr. Consistent. I don't think he's got more than like 1 or 2 penalties this season, and I think that's majorly how he's winning this championship.
Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why he is, and everybody else crashing on lap 1. He keeps it nice and clean. So he's doing a good job. But Jesse, I think he was on course for his first win of the season, and I think he might have just thrown it away.
Wait.
I mean, Blizzard just went completely wide there, so that might be a warning.
Yes. No.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I just how I got the shot though of Blizzard.
Yeah. Either way, I think we're going to see a fight at some point anyway, between the top 2.
Speaking of fights, Elku and Wayne are still going at it as Blizzard goes even faster on the soft combat tyres.
Lap 22 and 27.
It is deflating. Like, there's no other way of putting it. It does deflate you as a commentator to have to, because we can't read. Unless lightning hits the circuit, and it's Blizzard in for a short win as Odem's go to the fastest lap.
Again, fastest though.
Yeah.
I think he's on a mission.
But either way, it's crucial for Blizzard's outside championship hopes that he wins today. Because Julian at the moment is 117 points ahead, which is 4 races ahead. So he needs these points.
Yes, he does. Francis, oh, he lost the back end there, managed to keep it in check.
Dear. Oh dear, I saw it. Oh dear. Oh my God, where is he going?
Okay.
That is not the track, my friends. That is not the track.
So Francis has completely gone off track and he's out of this race.
That's. I completely hate that when drivers if there's something happens and they retire and then leave the same straight away. That is. I find it like very, very low in my honest opinion. You can still like recovering drive or something, but that's just my opinion, I think.
Obviously, Sean, when you get in that cockpit and it goes wrong for you, anger can take over in the few seconds that pass it, as Elku and Wayne go at it again on the back straight. But that is something to be said about these drivers. They're battling the top tier here at one hub, and they're just retiring after a few incidents. I mean, France could have still been off a point to them.
That's what I mean. I mean, I would personally never done that. I never done it before, so it's a little bit low, I think. You would die just straight away off of that. No.
Anyway,
right, Jesse and Blizzard, focus our attention to this part.
Even if it is marred by penalties, let's see if Blizzard can take the lead on track.
Hopefully Jesse and the Blizzard won't be silly. But Blizzard is catching Jesse at a ridiculous. Like, it's just crazy. I'm going to keep my eyes on Elku and Wayne down the back straight, nothing doing there. Here we go then, around Parabolica. Good exit from Jesse, good exit from Blizzard.
Blizzard had a better one. So let's see what Blizzard can do. Surely, I don't think Jesse's even going to try and fight because he knows he's got
actually.
Yeah. I see Jesse's slightly defending the middle of the road, and I think Blizzard is just going to stick behind for now. Can he get the exit? He touches Jesse in the rear a little bit there.
Touching him.
I think a little bit of desync at play there as well.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye. And Blizzard, he's now in the dirty air, which is not going to help him.
No, and I think currently it's interesting because even if Jesse, obviously he won't win the race on points, but if he can somehow keep Blizzard back for just however long he can, it's a good confidence booster for Jesse. Josh gets another penalty. I think that's his third now. Right now though, Blizzard is all over the back of Jesse, but Jesse's doing a very good defensive drive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blizzard with more DRS now, running up to Ascari. He's definitely not close enough again. He's not using any attack mode. So Jesse is going to stay up in front for now. There'll be 3 laps to go when we come across the line. And the more these guys battle, the more Rafa can kind of get himself in the fight too.
Yes,
Ollie's going for fastest lap. He's just coming for a set of supers.
Wow. He has nothing to lose actually, so why not just send in the fastest lap then?
Right, let's
Blizzard
see.
is still 5/10 back going into the straight. Can Jesse again do a very good defensive drive? It's going to be interesting.
He doesn't put the DRS on.
Yeah,
He still stays on. I think he doesn't want to go for the move, I think, or he's just waiting for last minute.
Maybe. But Jesse, either way, sticking his nose where it needs to be and keeping himself in front, and Rafa's closing up that gap just a tiny bit each time.
Yep. I think, it's going to be a bit too far for the rest of the race, but let's see how far he can get.
But again, Blizzard's got to focus. He can't afford to pick up a penalty, because if he does pick up a penalty, he's got to be careful, because if he picks up a penalty, he's got to attack.
You're not wrong. He's got to, and Blizzard's tight. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know that he is waiting for the right moment. Because why not just overtake Jesse? I think at this point,
might do it now.
Yeah, that's just. He's not up the juice. He's still in none.
No, he's definitely going to do it now. He's got a much better exit this time. But again, he's saving all his ERS, as you can see. So he's going for an attack down the straight. He can't not pass him now. He's too close. If that's a weird thing to say, he's too close not to pass.
Yeah, that's I think a better translation than what you said before. So that's
right. Here we go. Here we go. Blizzard taking the lead.
He's gonna have it.
And he's straight past like a slingshot, straight past, and he's into the net race lead anyway, on track at the Italian Grand Prix in the Alfa Romeo.
Job done. Job done. I don't think Jesse will have much of an answer, as now we have not really much of a battle on track, and but Lizard is just in overtake mode.
Yeah, he was saving his ERS and then attacking just to make sure he gets the gap immediately. But then again, Jesse's got the pace, so he'll try and stick with him nonetheless, and maybe just try and instigate a fight.
Just being DRS zone, I think that would maybe help us a lot of him.
Because there's only a lap and a half left to go. As Blizzard, he's just absolutely on it. Using all that ERS, Jesse chasing after him, a little bit in vain.
Will that come back to bite Blizzard though, in terms of actually coming across the line in first position?
Oh, we'll see, because as we've seen in one of the closest finishes in F1 history back in the 60s, being first across the line in the last lap in Monza is actually not to your benefit.
Nope. That's one thing I can do.
Because
he's still in DRS though.
Yeah, he is, because the person who came fourth in that race, the person who was fourth coming on to the last lap, actually ended up winning because of the slipstreams. Here we go, down towards turn 1. Jesse's too far back.
This is the final lap of the Grand Prix.
And Blizzard, he can't afford a penalty.
Jesse.
Yeah, he can't afford it, because if he forces Blizzard into a mistake, then
he only needs one warning Blizzard to get a penalty though.
Yeah.
This is gonna be actually interesting. Which of the drivers are gonna get under pressure? That's the thing. Oh my, that's it.
Yeah, that was poor from Jesse there. Yeah, he's lost it. He's out of DRS.
I think that's it.
Wow. I think. Blizzard. It's beginning to rain again as well, lads. I thought I just saw a spot of rain.
Yeah, seeing the confirmation that is rain.
It's exactly like Belgium. This happened before. Anyway, Blizzard, remember, again, you can't take anything away from the drive. He came from the back of the grid.
I mean, to be fair, it was like 14 drives or so. If it was like 20 or so, I mean, that would be harder. But I think he got lucky. Yeah, not really luckier, but still, just from 15th to first, it's something. So I think it's a well-deserved win.
It's still one hell of a drive,
gets
though.
his fastest lap.
Blizzard wins the Italian Grand Prix. Jesse takes second place. Oh, Rafa's off the last corner.
Rafa, wow.
Is he going to get across the line? Yes, just about. That was a scary moment. And Oldhams.
Oldhams, are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
MLA gets on the podium, boys!
Yes!
Wait. The main point is, Oldhams, what in the hell are you doing? In Ascari!
Again. He's crashed in the
That
Ascari
deserves-
again.
That deserves a driver of the day to me. That is just a man. That is... Yeah, that's for me the driver of the day.
MLA though,
On the
good
podium.
result.
Yeah.
James Slater's going to come out to take a point as well. Good on him.
Scope Fielder P9.
We started this race with 14 drivers. We're going to end it with 12. No, 11 even.
I mean, it's no
Which isn't
different to
too
the
bad.
last race. We finished with more than we did in Belgium. And
Oh,
Ollie,
he's just coasting now.
he's posting.
May as well sink it in, my friend. He's got his fastest lap. He did a job.
Yeah.
But Blizzard wins it, and can you believe it? MLA, who had a very calm race, I didn't really focus too on him. He's lost his entire front wing. The PC has lost his entire front wing. That's ridiculous. And that was it. That was Italy.
Yeah.
Blizzard though did the job he needed to do.
And he knew he had to do it. So, I think a little bit disappointing for Jesse though. Just one penalty too many. And but Blizzard, I think for only the second time this season, I think he's only won twice this season, maybe 3 times, but either way, Alfa Romeo on the top step, the Ferrari B team pretty much, in Italy. And MLA in his last Italian Grand Prix gets a podium. I think well deserved.
Yeah, I think MLA, he won't say no to another podium. Do you want me to quickly run down the list there, Jet?
Go ahead.
So, winning is Blizzard, second is Jesse, third is MLA, that runs off your podium, Rafa 4th, Josh 5th, Wayne 6th, LQ 7th, Malloy 8th, Scofield 9th, James Slater 10th, that runs off your top 10, and the only person to finish outside the top 10 was Ollie, Odems, Francis, and Samu are your non-finishers today. What a race, ladies and gentlemen.
As always in the Prestige tier. So, that's the end of round 14, and we're coming into the last third of the season now, which is kind of hard to believe, but
it's scary more than anything.
yeah. And round 15 will take us to Singapore.
Yes, Singapore.
Unfortunately for me, yes, Singapore.
I mean, it's home of the tires, so if you just start last, then you will be fine. I'm already gonna guarantee that. Believe me.
Right. Well,
For once.
it was lovely to have you here, Sean, in the commentary box.
Thank you. It was lovely to hear you guys commentating as well, so I hope I can maybe be more allowed to join you guys. That's
Oh, absolutely, anytime. It's always a party here in Prestige anytime.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's what I
again.
love to hear. That's lovely. So, before I want to, even though I said it a lag, but who was your guys' driver of the day?
I've got to give it to Blizzard, coming from the back to get the win.
Yeah,
There's
Jack?
nothing like it.
yeah. I have to. I think I'm gonna give it to Odems for that.
I want to say it as well, you know?
I think just a masterful crash there in Ascari.
It's a beautiful masterpiece, you know? And he deserves it, you know?
I'm never
Great
giving
podium.
Odems a satisfaction. Never giving Odems a satisfaction.
I mean, I needed to give him because we have a dance-off. Desperately.
That's more important. That's more important than the World Championship, mate.
I mean,
That's off.
and that was
course.
an interesting thing to witness in the commentary chat. But anyways, we're round at the stream there. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next week in Singapore.